Don't got a track. I don't got a song. Welcome to another episode of the Old Kids Podcast. Today we are going to be discussing Mr. Childish Gambino's best album. We're gonna be discussing his best album. We're gonna be ranking them from worst to best. Not necessarily meaning it's bad, just the worst from his discography to the best one. So we're gonna start at number 5, which is the last one, and number 5 is actually gonna be his most recent one. I actually do believe this most recent one was probably not his best work. I think it was just more so like a project he just wanted to put out there. You know what I'm saying? He kind of just, we got tracks on there like 1238, which stood out, 1910 stood out, 2419, and obviously the one that blew up, the Feels Like Summer one. So it's a good album. It's just not. I don't think it ranks high enough on the Childish Gambino discography. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, still pretty cool album. Cool listen. At number 4, though, this one is starts to get a little tough. You know what I'm saying? At number 4 is going to be Kawaii. I think Kawaii to me seems like it's kind of like him trying to get into Because of the Internet. Him kind of trying to reach that point of Because of the Internet, but kind of it's like falling back a little bit. I mean, although it has some like radio hits too as well on there. Sober, one of the greatest tracks. I think just in general, the Palisades where he has that, I believe the Neptunes right there production on there. I think it sampled one of the Neptune songs. Let me know which track because I can't think of it like off tops. But yeah, and then we have song Retro. I think that's my favorite one on the album, actually, matter of fact. And also it was pretty short, so it just kind of seemed to me like a short version of Because of Internet. And then, like I said, just him trying to get to that point but didn't necessarily get to that point. You know what I'm saying? So that one's at number 4. Yeah, his discography ain't too long, so we're already on number 3, the top 3 right here. Number 3, I'm gonna have to put Camp, cause Camp was Camp is his debut album, his first album, and it just seemed like Camp to me just like it was really good in the sense of like we got to get a feel of what Childish Gambino was capable of. We got that kind of like weird, you know how Childish Gambino inspired like so many people, and we got to hear that like weird side of it. Like we never heard something like, I think at this time there wasn't much of this hip hop. I think he kind of created a new wave, so it was dope to see him rap like on Firefly or songs like Less or Outside, Bonfire, Heartbeat is amazing, man. That track right there. Heartbeat reminds me a lot of 808s and Heartbreak. Just for that, like the little kind of thing on there, the instrumental or whatever. So yeah, I think also as a collective, that album was just very, one, it wasn't too long, it wasn't too short. I think it was like the perfect size, and it just him kind of just putting out. It seemed so natural, and it was cool to hear something different other than the average hip hop at the time. So yeah, that one has to be at number 3. And now, number 2. We're at the top 2, man. Because of the Internet or Awaken My Love. Number 2 is actually going to be Because of the Internet. Although Because of the Internet is my favorite album, my favorite Childish Gambino album. I don't know if you can see the poster, but it might be up there. It's right up there. Because of the Internet is my favorite album. I still think it's at number 2 for his best album, just because it was more kind of, it had that weird component to it, but it was more still kind of in the rap category. Instrumentals were cool, but they weren't. Actually, the instrumentals were really nice, really dope. Nothing was really that bad about this album. I just didn't think it fit. I just didn't think it was at the level of Awaken My Love, which is the top one, obviously. Awaken My Love, to me, man, that album, bro, is just like, that album, it has every instrument you could probably think of. It's so instrumentally pleasing. I mean, we have like a jazzy, funky little synth going on. We have keys playing, guitars, Childish Gambino's voice on there, his vocal performance, his voice kind of acting as an instrument. It was just like a very musically pleasing album. And then the fact that it wasn't even a rap album, I would not put it in a category of a rap album. I think it was kind of like its own kind of genre of like jazz, and like had a little bit of 80s soul in there. It had a lot. It has some soul in there. It just had so many instruments. I mean, the starting track, Me and Your Mama, which a lot of people love. I love that track as well. Redbone, amazing, nice, chill, soothing track. We got California, Terrified, one of my favorites on the album. Baby Boy, The Night Me and Your Mama Met, Stand Tall. These are all like tracks that just go different directions instrumentally, but they're just, oh, they hit. You know what I'm saying? It just like something about it. This album as a collective, it wasn't too long either. It just, it just seems like he knew the sound he was going for in here. And, I think this is his best album to date. Obviously, I think Childish Gambino is dropping a new album soon. He did say it on one of those interviews, and he did say something about Because of the Internet. I actually didn't read that article, so if you know what he said, something about Because of the Internet being the rap okay, something about that. So like, if you know what he said, let me know in the comments, because I did not read that article. But yeah, I'm hoping to hear new Childish Gambino soon. I don't know what to expect. All his albums are really different. Especially going from Awaken My Love. After what was that dropped after Kawaii? So yeah, I'm expecting like I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I'm just excited, and I can't wait to hear from him again. Atlanta's such a dope show, so watch that show. And let me know how you guys feel about Childish Gambino's discography. What do you guys rank as the best album to like the worst album? And let me know your favorite tracks by him. Yeah. I appreciate you guys for listening, man. Go listen to some Childish Gambino today, please. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.